Hi, Matthew. Same to you. You know I gotta poke fun at you a little bit, Matthew. How's that turkey doing in your sink right now? I hope you got it into the fridge some kind of way, man. Unless you already cooked it. I just watched that one, Matthew. As a matter of fact, just watched that one. I didn't watch anything yesterday. Yeah, I just watched that expensive pasta. Okay. I had a uh well, I saw that part where they said you can't film or you can't film certain things. I heard you say that. Yeah. Well, see, I couldn't see a chat replay. So when you're watching channels and the chat replay, my replays don't ever, I can't turn them off now. But some of y'all, your chat replays not showing up. I don't know the reason. But there's some reason. I always thought if you edited the video, it takes away your live chat. But my live chat, I can't get rid of it. The live chat stays up. Yeah. Did your mom pour any salt in the turkey or around the turkey with the water in there? Maybe like a salt brine for the turkey? Hi, Richard. Happy Thanksgiving. You're going to see who Friday night? I guess if nothing else, I can watch some football today, right? Football games. Well, that's good. Matt and Marnie Friday night. Hi, Lance. Same to you, Lance. Thank you, John Paul. You too. Even though John Paul, their Thanksgiving is earlier. It's not the third or fourth week in November. It's maybe in October for Canadian people. Have some kind of Thanksgiving. October the 12th. Yeah. Hi, waitress. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Mike Campbell. Happy Thanksgiving. Are they really getting along now? See, I missed a whole yesterday. I think I missed a lot yesterday. But I don't even think I clicked on any. I watched Matthew's replay just now of him eating some expensive pasta, but I didn't watch anything yesterday as far as I can remember. I did watch slot machines earlier, a few hours ago. I watched this couple playing slot machines, and I watched another slot machine channel. I can't remember the name right now. Well, I hope your cake turns out good. $45.99. Lemon ricotta. So ricotta cheese. Italian cheesecake. Probably not. Hi, 71 Cowboys. Happy Thanksgiving. I mean, I know Olive Garden's a chain restaurant, but if they're still offering that unlimited pasta and stuff like that, you really can't beat that deal. What was it? Unlimited salad, breadsticks, and pasta? I know you didn't go to Olive Garden. I'm just saying a better deal right now. If they still have that offer, I don't know. Yeah, the Cajun turkeys that they cook, yeah, it's deep fried. It's 60 to 80 bucks, somewhere around in there. We do have a pop. I'm trying to think. We do have a Popeyes. It's not close to me, but when I say we have a Popeyes, I'll probably get there in an hour. But I can't think of but one Popeyes in an hour radius of me. But yeah, they're offering some kind of, I guess it's a whole deep fried turkey. I guess you pick it up today. You probably had to pre order it. I don't know. We used to have this fried chicken place that would do the same thing. Because they got all the deep fryers. And it said you'd see their sign out there, but that chicken place is closed down now. It was a local fried chicken place. But they said, come order your turkeys right now. And you could go in there like the first of the week and pay them. Back then, before we had all apps and stuff, you just go in there and pay them, and they give you a receipt, and you go today and pick up your turkey. And they deep fried those at that chicken place. Yeah, Norm's is. Because auditor said her and her roommate might go to Norm's, and it's about $20 a piece. That's what she said 2 days ago. Which is really not a bad deal. When you try to buy all the ingredients and stuff, it can get costly. Or fully. Yeah, I saw a video on that, Mike Campbell. I watched somebody this week showing me the Popeyes thing. It was a little confusing to me. It was like it was in a big plastic bag type thing. And when they cut it open, it's like all the juices come out of it. I don't know. And I guess you gotta like reheat it or something. Put it in the oven for a while. I don't know. Yeah, $39.99 is not too bad. I give thanks every day that I have food and I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful for those two things. And I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that I'm breathing. Huh? What? Who is VHM? First off, I don't know what VHM is. What are you talking about? I don't even know who that is. I don't watch everybody. No, I've never followed that person. VHM. And I haven't watched anything except for three things in the last 4 hours. I didn't watch anything yesterday. Oh, they were crawling on my roof earlier. Something. I'm beginning to think it's raccoons. Because I saw something in the backyard and that thing took off. Usually possums go real slow. They're like in slow motion. Because a possum doesn't have good eyesight, but I don't know what it is. Our fireball. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't think so. I haven't been to his channel lately, so I don't know. Probably not, and probably never. But it's okay. I haven't checked. I definitely took yesterday off. I didn't watch any YouTube. Didn't click on YouTube. No. It's good to see you. Yes, ma'am. I hope your meal turns out and your cake turns out good today, oh waitress. I'm sure it will. At some point, I might gamble, but not right now. Happy Thanksgiving, Sarah H. You up early? It actually is, Matthew. Oh, really? I seen Kenny come over here some. Hi, Jay Bird. Happy Thanksgiving. I mean, beer is almost as cheap as bottled water now. Crazy. I'm gonna try to watch some football today. I don't really have a team, John Paul, but I just like watching football. Giants. This is what Matthew says. See, I got to start learning how to do that, and I never have before. Like when somebody else says it, I got to say who's saying it. Matthew says Giants are gonna beat the Cowboys. Lettuce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we'll have to see. You never know till the game's over. And every game starts out tied up, 0-0. So you never know. That's your opinion. Not true. What's not true? No, no, I didn't buy a turkey breast, but I got all my stuff lined up. I'll make me some macaroni and cheese. It's gonna be like a bunch of starches on the side. Mac and cheese, that deluxe stuff in the box. And then I got some mashed potatoes and I got a can of gravy. And I don't want to tell y'all what I'm gonna make for the meat part of it. Spam. I got a can of spam. But I have all that other stuff so I could do. I'm gonna bake the spam. Bake the spam and then make me a big thing of mashed potatoes and I'm gonna open that can of gravy. I'm gonna make some mac and cheese. There's a point spread. Now I understand what you're talking about. 71, you're talking about the point spread. What's the reason you're using Matt's picture? Right, man. expensive in Canada. Yeah, they are. It is. Yeah, I love that. Like my grandma made that dressing. I don't know how she did it. She put some celery in it too. She may have made it from scratch. I don't think she used like the Jiffy Mix. She may have used cornbread and then broke up the cornbread, cooked the cornbread. Because it is cornbread dressing. I don't know what else you put in it, but well, my grandma, everything she cooked was so good. Her mac and cheese and her dressing and her turkey and her ham and I mean, there was nothing that was never not good. Yeah, it sounds like how my grandma. I never watched, I never stayed in the kitchen and watched how she prepared all this stuff. But with one stove, I don't know how she could prepare a meal like that, but she did. She was good. She would have a lot of casserole dishes, and she would just fit them all in the oven, and kind of keep it warm after she cooked that stuff. But I never watched her cook. Never. But those were the good old days. Let's not mention politics. How Aussie chick? I guess it's afternoon or probably nighttime over there. The sun hasn't even come up on the East Coast yet. It's still dark. I'll be right back. So, what do y'all have plans for today? Any plans? Or y'all on the road? Or you meeting with family? You staying at home? What are you doing? I tell you what attacks me around here are geese. They're Canadian geese, and they're down here. I used to walk this walking track, and these geese wouldn't even let me pass. They'll attack you. Well, I hope your turkey comes out good, Matthew. Hi, Devin. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. The walking track would be full of, yeah, that too. But like if they had little ones over there in the bushes and all, and you try to start walking up on them, I've been attacked by Canadian geese a few times, and it's like they don't even fly back to Canada, guys. These geese are here year round now, because people feed them and stuff. Some of those people feeding them bread, if they really learn, you don't supposed to feed them bread, but they'll eat it. Yeah, all these geese around here, they're local now. They don't, as far as I know, they don't fly back to Canada every summer. I think they just stay here now. Well, this one walking track, it was a pond there, so it's perfect for them. There's a pond in the middle of the walking track. They love the water too, and then there's another place. It's got water, and these people drive up and feed them. I never ate one. I've never had duck either. My brother ordered duck one time we were at a very nice restaurant. He ordered the duck. I think I told the story the other night, but I can't remember what I ordered. But I know he ordered the duck. Yeah. And they'd probably be good smoked. Smoker makes everything better. I love chicken wings in the smoker. I don't have a smoker, but I love pulled pork in the smoker. You know, like if you buy the Boston Bud or whatever you buy, put that in the smoker for a long time. Then you can have some pulled pork. We're not really brisket type people over here, even though you can find some brisket in certain places. Just down here in the South, man, it's about that pulled pork. Well, actually, I need to check. I think them people that broke in my thing over there, I had a smoker in there. I got to go try to do inventory. I think about it in my mind, what I actually had in there before they were breaking in. I don't know. They may have taken that too. They took a lot of stuff. And some things, you know, it pops in my head some nights and go like, yeah, I had that in there. Now it's gone. But I don't know. I'll look today and see if my smoker's still over there. Okay. I didn't watch it. I don't see it. Man, I've never watched. I mean, we know who D. Weir is. Most of us do. But I don't. The other person's channel I've never heard of in my whole life. So I don't know who that person is. My chat froze again. Hi, Kimmer. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, mine's not a pellet smoker either, but I don't even know if I still have it. A barbecue vacation and drive through southern states. Yeah, a lot of people have done that on YouTube. They go from place to place. I mean, some of them are in very small towns. I have a barbecue. I have a barbecue buffet here. I haven't eaten at it in years, but it's a barbecue buffet. And like I said, if you go to Texas, it's definitely going to be about the brisket. But over here, I mean, like at my barbecue buffet, you don't see brisket. I mean, it's like pulled pork. And here's another one that's going to blow y'all's mind: hash and rice. Yeah, it's not Brunswick stew. A few little places in North Carolina has it. It's mainly a South Carolina thing. It's the only place you can have hash and rice. And it's almost at every South Carolina barbecue restaurant. It's just like a mush. It's like a meat mush that they cook a long time with all kinds of stuff in it. I've even looked at recipes on YouTube with the, you know, it might take a whole day to simmer that stuff. It's got pork in it, but it's got all kinds of other things in it too. And you just put it over rice. Yeah, it is, Devin. Hi, Stumphead. Happy Thanksgiving. I've never had oxtail. Ever. Not even oxtail soup. I've never had menudo. I'd like to try menudo one time. The hangover helper. Thank you, Stumphead. What? Polenta? I don't think I've had polentas. I don't know what a polenta is. Yeah. What's a yak burger? I don't think I had yak. I've never ate buffalo. So there's certain things I haven't tried in this world. Yak? No, I haven't had. Elk? No. That was just a corn polenta. Yeah, polenta. No, I mean down here in the South, man, we go with that Martha White cornbread mix or Martha White cornmeal. That's how you make your hush puppies, man. You can do a lot of things. You can batter up some fish and some cornmeal, fry them up. But no, I'm not sophisticated enough to have polenta. We just have cornmeal and flour. Martha White, baby. I think that's what it's called, right? Jerry Clower used to do the commercials about 40 or 50 years ago. Goodness gracious, it's good. But that's a southern thing too, that flour and cornmeal. Yeah, sort of like grits, but not 100%. We have grits too. I like grits. Every Waffle House has grits. Even the ones in Arizona. It's just hard to believe Arizona has Waffle Houses. But they do. They have a few. I love cornbread. I mean, Jiffy Mix turns out pretty good if y'all. I'm sure y'all might not have Jiffy Mix, but you got some kind of cornbread mix that all you had to do is add like some eggs and milk or something. Put them in a muffin pan and then bake them for a little while. That Jiffy cornbread mix is pretty good. What the heck is a grit? Grits are like ground up corn. It's not polenta, but it's sort of the same as polenta. That's a southern thing too, is grits. Basically, all you do is put water in it and some salt and add some butter. They got instant grits, they got quick grits, and they got grits that take a long time to cook. It's mainly a breakfast dish that they put beside like eggs. You have eggs and bacon or sausage and toast and hash browns. And they add grits to your plate. Or you get a bowl of grits. It's a very simple dish, but it is actually good. Especially with a lot of butter and some salt. And you can add gravy on it. You can do all kinds of things with grits. Yeah, I talked to Fro one night, and Fro said he was in a grocery store. I said, Fro, go over there and look and see if they got grits. And Fro said, what is grits? And I tried to explain it to him. I mean, even like some of the finer restaurants in Las Vegas now have shrimp and grits. Have y'all heard of shrimp and grits? You know, your base down there is your grits, and then they put the cooked shrimp on them. I mean, that really started like in Charleston, South Carolina, but some finer restaurants are doing shrimp and grits all over the country now. Yeah, instant, cheesy. The instant grits to me are not that good. You have to go with the quick grits. It only takes about 10 minutes for the quick grits. Those are so much better. Instant grits are just, they're gritty. And there's a place in Las Vegas now. I watched somebody do a food review the other day on it. It's called Grits. Gritz is the name of the restaurant. Somewhere around the Las Vegas area. Southern food. And of course, they got grits. So, yeah, I watched the channel do that the other day. It's kind of funny, you know, that there's a restaurant in Las Vegas called Grits with the Z and not the S. Yeah, you can do cheese. Cheese grits are good. Yeah, you just top it with cheese, your favorite cheese. Well, shrimp scampi is different than shrimp and grits, but there's nothing to say if you didn't have a bowl of grits right there and you got some shrimp scampi sitting beside you. You could probably pour your shrimp scampi into the grits and it would probably be very good. Because that shrimp scampi's got all that good butter sauce, butter garlic sauce. Oh, I love shrimp scampi. Yeah, Kiss My Grits was on the Alice show long time ago. The Diner, Alice, was the name of the show. That's where she said, Kiss My Grits. Yeah, don't put sugar. It's not oatmeal, guys. Don't put sugar in grits. You can put milk. You can actually cook your grits in milk instead of water. It makes it creamier. There's all kind of tricks, you know. I go to this seafood restaurant, and it's like, once you get into the seafood restaurant, it's a big place. I mean, that place sits 150 people inside that restaurant, and there's a waiting list. But when you get in there, they'll say, okay, now it's unlimited hush puppies and grits. Just go up there and help yourself. And those grits are good. And it's just like, no matter what you order off the menu, you can go get as many hush puppies and grits as you want to eat. It's like all you can eat grits and hush puppies. And they got butter on the side. Little sticks of butter. Not sticks, but the little individual portions of some kind of butter or margarine or something. But they know you'll fill up on that, and you go like, oh, I'm so full, because hush puppies and grits are going to fill you up. It's not really a salad bar. It's just a. This is the only place I've ever seen it in my whole life. It's just a huge bowl of grits with the ladle in it. And you can go up there, they have little bowls. And you bring your grits and put some hush puppies. And come back to the table. It's just grits and hush puppies are complimentary. Then you order the seafood that you want. I've actually had frog legs there, guys. On like this heaper soup. I can't even talk. Super huge. I must be dyslexic. I hope I'm not. But it's like this, where 3 people can eat off this huge sampler platter. I mean, it's huge. And it had frog legs on it. Yes, I've ate frog legs one time in my life. It's the same place. Muffins. Making rice. It's not bland like oatmeal. I mean, the first thing you definitely put is salt in there. Salt, butter, and you can cook them in milk instead of cooking them in water. That makes them better also. So it's a very basic, simple item. And then you add more butter on top. If you like butter, you can add cheese on top. But that little place I'm talking about, they don't offer the cheese part. But you can grab the butter, as many little butter things as you want, and put as much butter in there. I've had alligator tail in Florida. Yep, one time in my life. I was around the Disney World area years and years ago. I was going to Disney World. And I was on a date. Yeah. I had a lady with me years and years ago. And we just stopped in at this nice looking restaurant. We went in there and we got alligator tail as an appetizer with some kind of dipping sauce. That was just the appetizer. They call it alligator tail. It tastes like chicken. Just like frog legs taste like chicken. You don't know you're eating a frog leg. It's cornmeal. It's ground up cornmeal. It's not too fine. That's why we call it gritty or grits. It's not really fine. It's not fine like flour. But it's not even cornmeal either. Cornmeal's totally different. You can't make grits out of cornmeal. You have to buy grits, even though it's made out of cornmeal. It's the way they grind it. I gotta go cut my light out. Probably need to plug my phone in too. Yeah, since I'm standing up. Oh man. Let's see. Find my charger. It's hard to find things in the dark, right? Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, blame it on Canadian humor. Something I'll never figure out. I mean, John Paul is fun for the most part. Sometimes he does come up with good stuff. And then sometimes I go like, why is he saying that? Like the other night I said, you're going over the top, man. You know, you can make a joke, but there's certain jokes that kind of go over the top. You know, you really shouldn't say to anybody. Is he working today? I know it's Thanksgiving, but some people have to work. That's another thing I've never ate. I've never ate crickets or nothing. It's a good source of protein, though. Very easily to make. I would try them. You ever seen them like on Amazon or something? I've seen them. I've looked for them before, but it costs a lot of money. They got the flavored ones, you know. They got salt and vinegar, barbecue flavor. But darn, by the time with shipping and all that, it costs a lot of money to order them from Amazon. No, I love peanuts. Peanuts are good for you. That's a good source of protein. Since we're on the southern kick, have any of y'all ever heard of boiled peanuts? The southern thing that you see on the roadside stands. And they do make them in cans by McCall's Farm somewhere in South Carolina. Canned boiled peanuts. They boil them beside the road. You can get them Cajun flavor or just regular. It's only 2 ingredients or 3 ingredients: water, the peanuts, and salt. That's a regular boiled peanut. And you cook them for a long, long time. Yeah, I've never had escargot. Have y'all ever had fish eggs? Caviar? I have. I actually like the salty taste of caviar with crackers. Love caviar. But I like salty things also. Beer nuts are good. I've had caviar, but I've never had snail, escargot. Yeah, I like anchovies some, mainly on pizza. That's the only way I've ever had anchovies, pizza. All right, grossing you out there, John Paul? I love lobsters. I like crabs too. You ever had the soft shell? A soft shell crab, well, it's just what it says it is. It don't even have a hard shell on the outside. With textures. Well, fish eggs and eyeballs are two different things. Fish eggs are good, and it's not cheap. No, I have not had kangaroo. a prawn farm, and we would get prawns. Oh, some of those get huge. It's like a huge shrimp. Yeah, they get huge. Hi, Gio. Happy Thanksgiving. Never had it, but yeah, there's wild. That's another thing that we have around here that I haven't even mentioned. We have wild boar. We sure do. I seen them, and I know a man that had. I know some other people that have ate wild boar, but I haven't. Understand? Understand, Gio? Oh, I love crab cakes. I sure will. I'll do it right now. My aunt. Let me say the prayer one more time. I need to start doing prayers out loud, like you're in church or something. Because in church they'll go like, "Hey, brother Ray over there, can you say a prayer for us?" I need to start doing my prayers out loud, but I like silent prayers. Prayer said, Gio. Oh, you're welcome. Prayers are free. Well, over here in the South, we call them flea markets. Then out there, y'all call them swap meets. And my chat froze again. This chat freezing is unbelievable. That's cool, Gio. Very cool. If I was close by, I would come buy some stuff from you. But I don't. I'm not close. Do me a favor. Come on. Come on, guys. I know y'all trying to be funny, but sort of serious too. I hope both Matthews don't get food poisoning today after seeing that turkey sitting in a sink for 2 days. The Matthew from Vegas. Man, you just can't let that shit sit out for 2 days in a freaking sink. I don't care if it's got water in it or not. A bag of ice would probably help. I don't know if I'd buy any of that type of stuff, but who knows? Gently used. Well, he said it wouldn't fit in the fridge, Devin, and that's what I was trying to tell him the other night, man. I said, man, you got to just cut it up. If it won't fit in the fridge, I guess his refrigerator might not be that big, or he needed to clean out his fridge. I said, man, you got to get that thing in the fridge, man. You just can't let it sit in your sink for 2 days. But let's hope everything will be all right. I agree. Chill on Matthew. But I'm talking about the turkey. I'm not talking about Matthew. I'm talking about the turkey that he showed us in the fridge. I mean, in the sink, and he said his mom's got it in water, and it's still in the sink. And this has been going on like for 2 days now, man. That's not 100% on how you thaw a turkey. At least go to the Terribles and buy a bag of ice if they actually sell ice. Or buy a cooler and put it in a cooler. Salted meat. Need to rinse it. That's how you thaw a turkey. That's what I was trying to explain to him 2 days ago. I said it takes 3 days in the fridge to thaw most turkeys, depending on the weight. But he said it wouldn't fit in his fridge. I know. I know, Devin. You know, he called me and Matt Hugh father figures one time, and I was just trying to help him out. I said, man, even if you got to get up there with a knife and cut the legs off, cut the wings off, put it in Ziploc bags, and put it in the freaking fridge, man. But oh well, you can only say so much, you know. That could be it. But I said, pull out, you know, most of our fridges have the shelves you can pull out to make more room. Just pull the shelf out for a couple days to make more room. Oh well, I'm tired of talking about that. They took it out. $18 for 25 pounds in water. Okay, auditor. Hi, auditor. But is that brine supposed to be like a salty brine, though? Because salt does help. You know, back in the old days, you know, before refrigerators, that's why we have country ham down here. It's salt cured and it's very salty. But that's how you had to cure things. And then you can hang it up in your smokehouse. Yeah, that's another way to cure things. I love cod too. Most people make cod, you know, that's like the fish and chip thing also with the fried. If you get fish and chips at most places, it's going to be cod. I like cod either way. Baked cod, fried cod. Yeah, we call it country ham here. It is very salty. You can actually, after you get some slices off the ham, you can soak them in water to try to get some of the salt. I mean, it's one of the saltiest things you will ever eat in your life. The real country ham. I think even Hardee's here might have still have a country ham biscuit. It's very salty. I don't know if Hardee's still has it here or not. Cod is great. Well, where Devin lives, Devin's got a turkey farm, and it's not really a turkey farm, it's wild turkeys. And when Devin goes to work on this dirt road, Devin Morrill in the chat, guys. He showed us with his camera before. I mean, it was like 25 or 50 wild turkeys in that field over there. cod father. Yeah, I love me some fish and chips. And tartar sauce. I gotta have my tartar sauce. I mean, I like cocktail sauce with shrimp, but man, I just love my tartar sauce when it comes to fish. Yeah, it's greasy. Might be good. Yeah, there's a lot of birds. But it's not a farm up there, though, Gio. It's just wild turkeys in a field. They were not locked in the field. He just showed us a bunch of wild turkeys just hanging out with each other. I'll watch a video on it. I've never heard of that place. Codfather. Yeah, I don't know what a wild turkey might cost you. Or a turkey, whatever. A fresh turkey can be cheaper than that, though. You know, if you just buy it in a grocery store. I remember turkey used to be under $1 a pound. So a 25-pound turkey, $25. But I don't know what they cost now. I love cod. Good fresh cod. Beer batter deep fried. Yeah. Dang, $125 for 27 pounds. Where Geo went. $5 a pound. But I mean, in the grocery store, you can get them cheaper than that. But it might be because farm raised or whatever Geo was buying. You know, when you get farm raised and all that kind of stuff. There's a difference. But you can get them cheaper at grocery stores. Yeah, I used to have some chickens, so I know about that. I got attacked by a chicken one time, a rooster. I'm lucky I still have the eye, one of my eyes. That rooster got in my face, and he pecked me, and he did, you know, like he was after me. But that was a long time ago. I'm just thankful he didn't poke my eye out or peck my eye out. He attacked me though. $3.50 a pound in Vancouver. I wonder if Walmart's going to be open today. I think somebody said they might not be. I talked to somebody at Walmart years ago, and they said The only day we close is Christmas. But I think they may have made a new rule now. Walmarts might be closed today. I don't know. I'm not going to Walmart anyway, but. And there may not be any supermarkets open where I am either. My Dollar General and Family Dollar are open. I think up to like 6 p.m. today, and then they close early. But you can't get anything in there like that. I mean, you get some snacks and a loaf of bread and some frozen items. And some canned goods if you have to. Two smaller turkeys to make your dinner. Yeah. Well, see, it's not Thanksgiving actually, John Paul, in Canada. I'm saying here, I don't think our Walmart's opening today. Well, welcome to the club. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes if y'all see me in chats, get a mod to try to verify it because it's happened to me before too. You're getting famous when somebody makes an account of you. So what's going on, guys? Come on, John Paul, stop with that. Miss Fro's live too. What do you mean, Miss Fro? Miss Fro has a channel, or are you talking about Fro? I never followed her channel, but I don't mind doing it if that's what y'all talking about. No, Fro. Is he live right now? Matthew has Fro as a moderator again. And Fro was in his chat the other day. But is Fro live right now? That was my question. I know Mike Campbell. I just got confused. I thought y'all were talking about Fro was live. That's why I was asking. Hi, Mike Schuster. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Jen Jen. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Halibut. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, it seems like not so many trains today. Maybe they give them one day off. I think I heard some throughout the night. I think I did. 2 hours and the last 30 minutes. Container trains. I wish we had passenger trains. That would be a blessing for me. But we don't. I mean, yeah, some train tracks in the United States have Amtrak, but I'm not even close to an Amtrak place. And I rode on Amtrak. I love it. You get those double decker cars, sightseeing cars. They got some decent food on the trains too. They got like a sit down restaurant where they serve you. They have a more like a snack bar type area. They'll warm you up some White Castle or sell you a bag of chips. But the sit down food on the train is pretty good. And sometimes they make you sit with strangers, you know, because you sit four people at each table, and you might be eating with somebody you don't even know. Because, you know, when you're on a train, it's limited space. So if everybody wants to have breakfast or lunch, they'll put you at a table. I'm gonna try to watch some football today too. Package of bacon strips. Well, that's probably I never really thought about that, Mike Campbell, but that sounds like a good idea because you're gonna get all that grease and stuff on the outside, so to keep it from drying out. I've never thought about that. How do you hold the bacon on there? Do you use like toothpicks, or you just put the bacon strips just over the top and just let it go? with pineapple. Sounds pretty good. No matter what you wrap, you can wrap anything in bacon and it's better. You can wrap a hot dog in bacon and cook it, and it makes it better. Bacon makes everything better, including a salad, you know. Chop you up some bacon and cook it and put it over a salad. Your salad is going to be better. I think I may have done this one time, guys. And I think I talked about it the other night. But you can take yellow mustard, you know, buy you a big bottle of yellow mustard and rub it all over the outside because mustard does have some vinegar and other things in it. And you're not going to taste the mustard once your turkey is cooked, but I think it keeps it from being like dried out. You can buy self-basting bags and throw your turkey inside a self-basting bag. Another thing you can do is wrap it in aluminum foil. That'll probably keep it from drying out. But you can do mayonnaise too. You know, rub mayonnaise all over the outside of your turkey, or yellow mustard. It just keeps them from drying out. Liverwood bacon. Several short videos about in the past Canadian Thanksgiving. Yeah, you can do that too. But I mean, really and truly, you can probably wrap the whole bird in aluminum foil. I don't know. I'm not the best cook in the world, that's for sure. The most stuffing into a turkey. The bacon strips stay aboard the breast, legs, stick a bit. Must have been a big turkey. I don't put stuffing in my turkey. Some people say, you know, it might be best that you don't. Lemons and oranges, garlic, onion. You still at work? All right. Thank you for coming in. I've used them one time, Mike Campbell. I mean, it did okay. It was a long time ago, but I did it. Yeah, it's not going to crisp up. We used to fry turkeys, Jin Jin. Open the bag at the end, Mike. Then cook it for 45 minutes after you take it out the bags, what auditor says. Green bean casserole is pretty easy. It's sort of a southern thing. I mean, I actually use canned green beans, you know. It's probably best you use frozen green beans or fresh green beans. I just dump a couple cans of green beans in there, drain green beans. I drain the juice off of it. Then I mix like a can of cream of mushroom or cream of chicken or whatever I got. I find that I like any of those cream of chicken, cream of mushroom soups, cream of celery. It really doesn't matter. And mix that in and buy you some of those French fried onions and mix some of it in with your mixture of green beans and then top it with some more and bake it for a while. Pretty simple. And probably season it too. Honey baked beans. All right. I love green bean casserole. It's good for you. They're good for you. I made broccoli casserole. Man, I like that. But I use cheese when I'm doing the broccoli casserole. I use cheese also. I can't remember what else I used to put in it. But no, I mean most of the green bean casseroles here call for those. What is it? That French's onion something. I don't know what they are. They like French fried onions in a can. That's what you put. You might want to bake it for a while and then top it with it. You don't want to burn the French fried onions on top. You mix some of it in there, bake it for a while, and then you top it with more. And that's all a green bean casserole is. But you have to have the French's French fried onions. I don't even know how to make a sweet potato casserole. Well, I just use canned stuff, Mike, because I can't cook much. It still turns out pretty decent. Basically, you're just warming all the ingredients anyway. Yeah, French fried onions. Cinnamon and marshmallows. Never had that. I may have a can of yams. If I have a can of yams, I'm going to open them up today. I think I might. Yeah, to me, it's about the same as pumpkin pie, and sweet potato pie is about the same thing. If you did a blindfold test, you can't really tell the difference. I might have to start cooking in a little while with all this food talk. But how do you make your gin? How do you make sweet potato casserole? What do you add to it? Get all gooey. Yeah, I just don't have the other ingredients today. I don't have marshmallows and stuff like that. Canned yams, baked sweet potatoes. I mean, I think I might have a can of yams, but should I put them like in a casserole dish? What should I put in there with the yams if I actually can find a can of yams today? What do you add to it? Do you add butter? What do you add? I don't have marshmallows and stuff like that. I got butter. Butter. Well, I'll try that then if I can. I think I have a can of yams left. I'm not 100% sure. I may not. And I'll put it in a casserole dish and warm it in my oven for a little while with butter and salt and pepper if I can find them. Some butter and bake it. Then salt and pepper. Let me go look. Let me go look and see if I got one. I gotta go look now. I'll be right back. Yeah, baby. I do. I do. Look at this, guys. Can you see it? Look at that. I found it. Sweet Bruce's yams syrup, baby. God dang, I'm glad I got that's gonna be my Thanksgiving. Yeah. Bruce's yams. Yeah. So I'll be doing that today. I'm gonna do some mashed potatoes though. Gotta have me some mashed potatoes today. But I'm gonna put that in a casserole dish to keep the syrup in it. I'll probably add some butter, salt and pepper, and just warm it up in the oven for a little while. See, I thought I had that can in the pantry. I wonder if Bruce's jams, do they sell them nationwide, or is that more of a southern thing too? Can y'all find? It's almost like what they call it, candied yams and some kind of syrup. So it's already got some sugar syrup in it. A pecan topping on it. Well, see, I don't have pecans or pecans, however you want to say it. I'm just limited on what I have. I'm gonna put some butter on it. I got butter. Butter and salt and pepper. That's what I'm going to do. For that, then I got to do me some mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Pecan. Most of us down here in the South say pecan. But what else do you add in there, Jin? Maybe I'm not reading everybody's chat. But can I use this small can of yams and make me the casserole? I mean, what else do you put in it? Other than pecans on top. What else? Do you mix something in there with it? Oh, pecan pie is good. I'll just do it. I got butter and salt and pepper, so I have that much. So I'm gonna have me some yams with my other stuff today. But what else do you put in it? Hi, Warren. Happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. Yeah, pecan pie, there's just nothing like that. I heard another streamer last night talking about how they like coconuts. Coconut's not my favorite. You know, we all have what we like and what we don't like. I'm just not a big coconut fan. But to each is their own, right? I'd rather have pecan pie than a freaking coconut anything. You can't beat a good old southern pecan pie. Okay. Pecan topping for the sweet potato casserole, you need to use some flour. I don't have flour either, though. I could do melted butter, and I don't have vanilla. So I'm limited on what I have. I'll probably just do some salt and pepper and butter. Make it simple. I'll still eat it, though. Still tastes good. I'd rather have, I mean, thinking about pecan pie, I mean, I'm actually an apple pie. I don't know, there's just always something. What they say, apple pie just goes back with the whole history of the United States. I love apple pie. Strawberry shortcake, and don't get me started on strawberry shortcake with the whipped cream on top. Oh my God. Now we're really talking. But if I had to pick between pumpkin or sweet potato pie, I would pick pecan pie out of those three. Pecan pie, there's nothing like that. And it's probably better for you also. Because you get the nuts, the pecans are good for you. But I'm not saying sweet potatoes are probably good for you. Pumpkin's good for you. I just don't like the texture as much when it comes to the pumpkin and the sweet potato about the same. The way you make it, it's about the same way. Yeah, I just don't. The texture and all is just a little off for me. I don't eat much sweets either, but I had these yams. Yeah. I'm not even going to have dessert, man. No dessert, but I mean, even like eating, like starches, like mashed potatoes, it's a starch. Or eating like mac and cheese is a starch. You had a what? A pumpkin pie from Walmart last week. It was so bland. Was it like in the frozen section or did you get it in the deli section? We need to talk salads. We talk salads tomorrow. Jen, I just think you like everything that's got a sweet potato in it. Sweet potatoes, nutritional value than a regular potato. Mike Campbell always comes up with all these facts. When they are baked, the texture is nicer. I've never really. I mean, I got these yams over here in a can, but that's a can something. I guess that's a sweet potato, right? What I got? Considered a sweet potato and some kind of probably high fructose corn syrup in there with it. That's probably what's inside. What's the damn ingredients of this shit? Let's see, ingredients. Sweet potatoes, water, sugar. So that's it, though. And it actually says sugar. Man, that's good stuff right there. Because, a lot of them say like that high fructose corn syrup and all that stuff. 3 ingredients: water, sweet potatoes, and sugar. I used to work on a farm, and one portion of his farm was sweet potatoes. Man, I would go out there and work all day. They would pull us behind a tractor, and there would be like a bunch of us sitting beside each other on whatever this implement was. And you had a bunch of little sweet potato plants in front of you in a tray. And then you had to keep feeding them, as they planted them in the ground. This thing would plant them. But then once they harvested them, we would go out there and get a lot of sweet potatoes, but I never even ate one like that. I've never had a baked sweet potato. I don't even think I've had, like a lot of restaurants now are doing, they fry them up like fries, in the deep fryer. I don't think I've even had those. I had these yams before, but that's out of a can. But I mean, we used to bring back a truckload, after they harvested them. I don't even ever think I ate one of them. Cream cheese. Out of fashion, but still. Jelly salads. Ambrosia, yeah. I remember ambrosia from down here. That's for sure. My grandma did ambrosia. I never really ate much of that, though. Me either, Jen. I got a can of turkey gravy I'm going to do today, too. I really do. It's a small can. When I say a small can, regular size of a soup can. But it says turkey gravy, and I think it's made by Campbell's. That's part of my day. Oh yeah. And my other dish is going to be spam. It's going to be baked spam slices with the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese and these yams. That's going to be what's on the menu. Spam. That's all I got. I'm just going to slice up spam and bake it in the oven for a little while. I never got to the store to get that freaking turkey. It's a measurement in love, joy, friendship, not just money. Happy Thanksgiving, waitress, and I hope your meal comes out good, and I hope you enjoy the day with your family. But that's a true statement. See, but I don't have flour. I have no flour. Flour for what? Oh, but I got a can of turkey gravy. I don't need flour. I'm just gonna dump it out of the can, warm it up. I'll be right back. I don't want to knock my phone off though. and use cornstarch. I don't have cornstarch either, but I don't have anything else. Yeah, I heard some people last night talking about they're gonna have prime rib and stuff. So people do different things. Gluten-free stuffing. Yeah, I might even water it down a little bit. I got some leftover rice too. Start out with the rice and gravy, I guess. Dang, I'm already hungry. What time is it? Dang, 8:15 in the morning. I'm already hungry. Talking about all this food. I love Marsala sauce. It is all the food talk, Kimmer. My grandma, sage in her dressing. There's nothing wrong with that. Does she put celery in her dressing? No. Sage is good for you. Some places here that make, like local butcher shops and stuff, they put sage in their sausage. The pork, I guess it's like pork sausage. Sometimes you can get sage in sausage. You can taste it too. Lay me on steaks with bacon, sausage, eggs, open grits. Had a nap. 6 p.m. Poultry seasoning and thyme. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I actually think I got some poultry seasoning in the cabinet that has all those ingredients in it. But I don't have any I don't have any stovetop stuffing or anything, so there won't be any of that. Turkey and fixins. Breakfast food. The test sampler. Oh, really? I bet he is, Kimmer. Sea bugs. I mean, shrimp, crabs, lobster. Yeah, we pay a lot of money for those. They just eat whatever. That's cool, Jim. I like shrimp. I like lobster. I like crabs. I like oysters. Happy Thanksgiving, dog eat dog. I don't know. I'm gonna be eating something soon. I'm hungry. I'll just eat a snack or something. Hi, 351 Cleveland. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, man. It's cloudy here, and I hear some raindrops dropping. Very cloudy. It's not really windy here where I am, man. It's really not windy at all, but it's a gloomy day and it's raining. Light rain, but it's raining and it's very cloudy. You don't see the sun. Yeah, I'll try to watch. I'll try to watch all the football. I might, I might pan fry it. I don't know. One of my favorite ways to do spam is actually, and I don't have it, barbecue sauce. You don't slice it all the way through, but you just like slice it. I don't know if I'm making sense or anything, but you slice it almost down to where it separates, but you don't separate it. And then you pour the barbecue sauce in between each of it, wrap it up in foil, and bake it for a while. I like it that way, but I don't have barbecue sauce. I don't know. I might just slice it, put it in a pan, put it in the oven. It won't take long. I might pan fry it. Yeah, it's going to get cold here too. Very cold. Yep, I'll catch that game also. 4:30 on Fox. But the question, will I catch that NBC game tonight? Sometimes I have trouble picking up NBC. The rest warm. I don't have brown sugar. I have mustard and vinegar and ketchup. I don't have any type of sweetener, even artificial sweeteners. I don't have sugar, brown sugar, or nothing. Thank you for coming in, Halibut. I got honey. Yeah, I got honey. I don't have molasses, but I got honey. I guess I could do honey, ketchup, mustard. What else did they say? Honey, ketchup, mustard, and something. I don't know. And vinegar. I got vinegar. Yeah, that's the game I don't know if I'll catch or not. Sometimes I have trouble with NBC picking up. But it's okay. I mean, just spam slices, and I got the turkey, man. I got it all. A spam slice, and some mashed potatoes, and some mac and cheese. These yams over here. It's good enough for me. I don't have brown sugar. The only thing I would have sweet in the cabinet is honey. But I'm sure you can mix probably honey and ketchup and mustard and vinegar together and make something out of it. Some kind of sauce. Yeah, good idea, Mike. Thank you. I'll do that. You know, some of the barbecue sauces in South Carolina and North Carolina are vinegar based. I mean, it's mainly vinegar inside that barbecue sauce. It's not my favorite though. I love the mustard sauce. A lot of people call it the Carolina sauce. It's almost like yellow mustard base, but it's got a lot of other things in it. That's my favorite barbecue sauce. And I also like even just something as simple as Kraft barbecue sauce. I've always been a fan of Kraft. I just love it for some reason, but I don't have any today. I think I might do that, auditor. Oh, I got no. I do have. Wait a minute now. See, I'm speaking too soon. I got some kind of can of pineapple. Oh, I can do pineapple spam in the oven. Let me go see what kind of pineapple I got. I'll be right back. Yeah, I got a can of pineapple. It's a big can of crushed pineapple. I don't know exactly. I mean, I guess I could slice. I mean, I only have one can of spam, so I don't have much spam. But I could slice up the spam, put it in a plate or a casserole dish, and then I guess I could pour the. I don't know if I need to drain it, and then pour the crushed pineapples over the top. I don't know. Maybe that's another thing I need to do. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, Maurice Bessinger, baby. But some of our other places. I've been to Maurice Bessinger in Columbia, South Kakalaki. Yeah, they have the mustard base, but there's a lot of other small restaurants, even in North Carolina and some in South Carolina. You know, even the buffets, they give you an option. They'll have 3 or 4 different types of barbecue sauces on the table. I just love the mustard base. But I've been to, it's been a long while, but haven't been to Columbia in a long time, but I've eaten there. I call it Maurice Bessinger, but I don't know exactly what, Piggy Park or something. I don't know what it's called. Yeah. Have you ever been to the original one? You know, they got these other pop up places, but there was an original one over there. I don't know exactly how to get there now. I want to say you come from the airport and you go that way on that road. I don't even know what that road is called. But the original Maurice's. And they sell their barbecue sauce in stores too. Oh, you say caught fire last month. I didn't know about that. There's more than one though. They got some of those other more set up like a fast food type thing. I think there's some in Lexington and other places, but the original, so you're saying the original might have caught fire last month? I haven't been to Columbia in years. Mustard, it said, or add pineapple juice. Yeah, that's a sweetener, right? But what do I do with the pineapple though? Do I pour it over the top of the spam? What do I do with the pineapple afterwards? Just eat it out of the can? Or should I? I mean, if I had pineapple slices, I could put a pineapple slice on each top of the spam. But I don't know what to do with crushed pineapples. I don't have eggs though. Hi, Jay Bird. I don't have eggs. This is just kind of a potluck day for me. Finding canned foods that I have, and I'm gonna make something. But wonder if I can just pour. What if I can just pour the crushed pineapples over the spam slices and bake it like that? I don't know. Of Coke on their hand. I've done that before. You can use Coca Cola. You can use Dr Pepper. I've seen it. I think I've done it one time. No, put the whole can of pineapple in a casserole with the cut up and bake it uncovered. Do I put the pineapple in first, Mike Campbell, or do I put the slices in the bottom of the casserole dish? Which one would y'all recommend? Yeah, I know it helps it out. It helps the ham out, Jim. I've heard of it before. So basically, the canned spam and then pineapple juice. Yeah, but I mean, am I going to just dump this big can of crushed pineapples all over the top of it. Fry the slices, then put it. Okay. I'll do that. Pineapple and Spam go good. Thanks to our Hawaiian friends. I'll tell you what, the people from Hawaii, they make anything out of Spam. They even make sushi out of Spam. They make anything out of Spam. And I was even watching somebody the other night. They sliced up Spam and put it on pizza, like a pizza topping. Spam slices in the bottom. And cover it. Do I keep the juice in it too? Just the juice and everything? Just throw the... Or do I drain the juice? The juice of the pineapple. I can still save that and drink it. Yeah, Hawaiian sweet rolls. They're very sweet. You can taste the sweetness in those. Don't drain. Okay. I'm going to do it. Thank y'all. It's probably going to have a lot of liquid in it, though. You know, I got crushed pineapples. That's all I know. Yeah, it will reduce some. Some of the liquid will come off. I'm not going to overdo it. Because basically, you can eat Spam raw. You can eat the pineapple raw. So I'm just warming it up, but I'm not going to overcook it. Y'all come up with some good ideas for me. How about I just mix the yams in with it too and just have a one dish casserole? I bet that'll turn out good. Then I'll pour the yams in there. One dish casserole, yams, pineapple, and Spam. That's a good combination. Too much sweetness though. Too much sugar. Maybe not all the juice. Okay. Or how about I just break out the crock pot right now and throw everything I got in there? I always call everything I do a concoction. And most of the time it doesn't turn out too good. Just throw everything in the crock pot and let it go. When you fry the Spam, I might do some juice in that too. I do have leftover rice. I've never thought about pineapple juice with rice. I got leftover rice. I really do. Man, y'all coming up with some great ideas. I might have to do that. I drink the freaking juice. Mix it with some water. Drink the juice. Yeah, crushed pineapples, but I can. Yeah, they're not the slices, but I can get the juice off of it and put it in my rice. I might do that too. So I'll put the pineapple juice in my rice. Then after I drain the can, then I'm going to pour that over the Spam. But I got to have me some mashed potatoes today. And butter. Oh, yeah. Or just sandwiches, too. Yeah, if I had the slices, yeah, you can do that. You make a good sandwich with Spam and pineapple. Y'all have some good ideas. Spam and butter. Yeah. I might do that. I might not even use the pineapple. I don't know. Save the pineapple for something. I got some sliced peaches in the can. That could be my dessert. I'm having yams too. I mean, it's like I don't want to overload on sugar either. I'm a meat and potatoes type of guy. I don't like a lot of sugary stuff. So if I'm having the yams, maybe I need to not even worry about the pineapple today. Too much sugar. Yeah, it's gonna. The presentation will look so lovely. Should I bring out a fancy plate? But I probably won't take a picture. Sorry. Because I screw up everything I do. Was it going to be Spam, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and some yams out of a can? Yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, my goodness. Hey, auditor, are you going to Norm's today? Try to do that Thanksgiving meal? Welcome back. It's not really content. A picture's not content. I got to get watch hours again, man. After deleting those 600 videos, man, my watch hours are gone. I don't even qualify now. A picture's not content. Put the rice, in the bottom of the casserole dish, and then the fried Spam. Top it with the crushed pineapple and the juice. Shit, I might do that because I do have a lot of leftover white rice. I could do that. See, that's 3 items right there in one. And see, the rice will have some of the pineapple flavor. I might not even do the yams today. I think I'll do that. And it's a good way to use your leftover rice. It has to be done. because you're going to get the rice and the saltiness of the Spam and the sweetness of the pineapple, and the juice is going to go down there into the rice. Yeah. Man, I'm getting confused because I'm thinking about all these different recipes. That's what I'll do. Yeah, it does sound pretty good, though. Especially since I have a lot of leftover rice. And if you notice in a lot of Hawaiian dishes, they always have rice. What's that other thing? What's that one where they put rice? If I had a hamburger patty, I could make this. Rice and the gravy and the hamburger patty, and then they put something else on top. And some restaurants in Las Vegas serve that. I've never had it, never seen it on the menu around here. But I can't think of the name of it right now. They mainly said I was... Hi, Emir. Happy Thanksgiving. They mainly said, Dougie Doug... I don't know, it's technical. Like a couple years ago, I would do the same premiere over and over. And it wasn't my music. So I don't know. They were saying like reusing things, but I see other channels reposting their like a replay. But I did it over and over. That was one of the biggest reasons, but they never really pinpointed it down. I don't know. But now I got to build up watch hours again. I don't even qualify. It's going to take months. Loco Moco, that's it. And Emir, you and Scott, hello. Hope y'all have a good day. I'll tell you what, a cheap dish for me. I buy those Salisbury steak that come like 6 in a banquet packet, frozen. And then you make some mashed potatoes with it. They're pretty good. Well, tell Scott hello also, and hello to you. And happy Thanksgiving. You too, auditor. You too. You cook in the oven some rice. I don't quite understand. I don't know what you're talking about, this banquet turkey. I've seen the banquet Salisbury steak in the frozen section, but I've never really seen the frozen turkey. But I'm sure they have it. Where you like It's like a family size portion or something, and then I guess you warm it up in the oven. So you got your turkey. Yeah, I buy the Salisbury steak when it comes with like 6 steaks in it. It's got a little bit of gravy in it. It's something I don't do all 6 at once because I'm cooking for one person. I might do 2 and then make me some mashed potatoes on the side or something like that. I can definitely get 3 meals out of that with the banquet Salisbury steak, and I actually like it. It's probably not the best for you, but sometimes you just can't worry about reading the label. Some of the main meals are good. I love cheesesteaks. I was talking about that Kimmer last week. That's one of my favorite foods of all time. Philly cheesesteak. I also like gyro euros. Gyro euros. However you say it. That's one of my favorite foods of all time also. It's raining here right now too. But a gyro euro is just so refreshing because you got the tomatoes on top and the onions and then that tzatziki sauce. Oh, it's so good. The Philippines restaurants change jelly beans, a hamburger patty with mushroom gravy over rice, yum burger, slice of pineapple. Yeah, that's sort of what we were talking about. Loco Moco, Mike Campbell. It's pretty much a Loco Moco. Some of them don't put pineapple on it, but it's basically a hamburger patty with gravy and rice at the bottom. And then, you might, each restaurant does it a little bit different. Some of them put some mushrooms, gravy on top. I don't know. I've never had a Loco Moco, but I've watched people eat it before. It's snowing here. Dang. That's cool, Emir. They're very hard to find now. It's going to be cold next week. You think the weekend's going to be cold? Wait the next week. I think the whole southeast is going to be cold. Oh, you got to get a cheese steak. The best way I like a cheese steak is just the basic way: onions and peppers. They're sauteed or they're caramelized. And then the thin ribeye steak. And then the cheese whiz, the cheese wit. Yeah, it's just a mixture of cheese whiz. It's cheese whiz out of a can, but that's the way I like my cheese steak. It's not really provolone. It's not really Swiss. It's not really cheddar. It's cheese wit. That's what makes it. I don't know how cold or hot it's going to be here. I know it's going to be cold coming up. All of next week's going to be cold. Food truck in a hometown who makes cheesesteaks, great cheesesteaks. We have a local restaurant here that makes. We have one, but I've never tried this restaurant. I talked about it last week. It's mainly what they mainly have is like chicken wings and seafood and stuff like that. But on their menu, they offer a cheesesteak, and I always told myself I would at least like to try that one time. I never ate at that place, and it's sort of like a local business. I mean, I could find, if I really wanted to search, but it's not every place has gyro euros anymore. I know one place that does, and they're very good. Right, Kimmer? I've tried to be a vegetarian before. Then I go back and forth. But yeah, I eat meat. I do. There was a time in my past that I would, for months, I would go like just vegetarian, but not anymore. I never went vegan or however you say it. Vegan, it's not hypocritical. I mean, we have to have food. Some people use very thinly sliced ribeye. It's up to the place that cooks them. It can be flank steak. It can be steak 'em even. It can be all kinds of steak. Just depending on what your restaurant cooks. You can make them at home with steak 'em. Yeah. Is steak 'em's the whole sandwich, or are you just talking about steak 'em that you made your Philly cheesesteak with? I've done that before too. You put that in a pan with some oil, it only takes about 1 minute and they're cooked. I mean, it's not probably the proper way you make a Philly cheesesteak, but one place in Philly uses ribeye. I don't know about the rest. It just depends on what they use. Some might use flank steak for all I know. I don't know. Oh yeah, and that ribeye is trimmed so thin. Yeah, that's my favorite. I'm hungry too. That's all we've been talking about, food for 2 hours. Well, I'm glad you got your new pet, Emir. Well, there are ways to cut down on your meat intake. Eat more vegetables, and just don't fill your plate full of the meat part. and eat the other stuff. I mean, I love vegetables too. There's not too many things I won't eat. He's a garbage disposal. He'll eat all the time. Yeah, you don't want to get your new pup overweight. Soup, stews, casseroles, lentils, beans. I mean, there's a lot of casseroles and soups and stews. I love a good vegetable soup with all kinds of vegetables in it. I don't have to have a pound of ground beef in there with it. I mean, so there's ways you can eat other things and not eat a lot of meat. Casseroles. There's so many casseroles you can make that has no meat in them. I love beef stew too. He's finally adjusting to his new home. It takes some time. That's cool. Steakum is a brand name. I can get them at my Walmart and other grocery stores. It's just it's in the frozen section. It's just very thin sliced something. You put in a pan, and in about 1 minute it's cooked. It doesn't take long to cook. Then you can make Philly cheesesteaks out of it. Get you some cheese. Get you some cheese. Get you some onions and bell pepper. And if you like mushrooms, saute all them in a different pan with some butter. Cook your steakum in a pan. Follow the directions. Get you some French rolls or hoagie rolls and cheese, your favorite kind of cheese, and then you got a sandwich. The actual original, I think it is. Man, that's old. Yeah, it's a brand name, but I mean, it's called Steakum or I don't know. It's all over the United States. I know that much. In grocery stores or Walmarts. It's even at some Family Dollar and Dollar General in the frozen section. Well, let me take that back. It might not be Dollar General, but I think I don't know. One of them might have it. And I think Walmart, don't quote me on this, but I think Walmart might make have their own Great Value brand of that, but I don't know. Without me searching, I don't know. You can type in Steakums and you'll find them somewhere. No rush rooms. Yeah, I don't like mine with mushrooms either. I mean, when it comes to a Philly cheesesteak, cheese whiz, man. Y'all know what cheese whiz is, right? Cheese whiz, onions. Sometimes I don't even want the bell pepper. Onions, sauteed onions, the steakum, and the cheese whiz are your favorite cheese. And that's basically it. And get you a hoagie roll. That's all it is. Yeah, I like them cook. I like them cook. I like mushrooms mainly on pizza or like in a spaghetti dish. Cabbage rolls. That's something I always wanted to have, Mike Campbell. I think that's sort of a Canadian thing too, because I used to chat with people before I even went on YouTube. I was chatting with other Canadian people, and they would talk about these cabbage rolls, and I've always wanted to try one, but I've never had one. A lot of times you put like ground beef or something in the cabbage rolls, and there's other ingredients you put in a cabbage roll, but that's something I've always wanted to try. What is an M&M's tuna casserole? A frozen casserole, or what is the M&M's? I bet they are good. Well, I make my concoction like a tuna casserole sometimes with a can of tuna, but I'm not gonna be having tuna today. But I don't know what he's talking about. M&M's, is it a brand of frozen a tuna casserole you just put in the oven and heat it up? Yeah, I like it that way too. I've never had turkey casserole, but I guess you can make a casserole the day after Thanksgiving, right? With leftover turkey. But I still don't know what he meant by M&M's. Is it a brand name that you buy in the frozen section, or I didn't know what he was talking about with the M&M part. Cabbage rolls. Yeah, beef and rice is a store that sells frozen prepared meals. Cool. But I've never heard of those. That might be a Canadian thing. I've never heard of an M&M except for the candy. Yeah, I know what you meant, Jen. But I've never had. But I'm saying you can make a casserole about with most anything with leftovers. I mean, a lot of people tomorrow are going to have leftover turkey. I probably need to sign off here and see if somebody else is live. I don't need to stress my voice. It's been over 3 hours. I mean, probably I'll come back and chat later, but trying to read things for 3 hours and trying to clear your throat, and I'll probably just sign off for right now, and I'll probably be back later. Thank y'all all for coming in. Happy Thanksgiving to all the people in the United States. And we'll see y'all in the future.